Breaking news. Alaafin of Oyo estranged wife, Queen Demi, disgraced out of palace. Yesterday, Alaafin remains was laid to rest in Oyo State, where he hails from, and has been a king for the past 52 years. Wow. What a time. I mean, some of us were not born. I mean, some of us were not born when this man became a king. Well, he has 18 wives, by the way. Dami has already left the palace. The palace have said they are free to remarry. The wives that were his wives at the time of his death, palace said they are free to remarry, and that Alafi property will be shared between them so that they can take care of their children. One of the wives that has left came back. See what happened to her. One of the estranged wives of the Alaafin of Oyo, Queen Dami, has been disgraced out of the palace after she showed up yesterday with remorse to claim her inheritance from her late rich husband's wealth. Kemi recalled that the Queen Damilola was once locked up in a cell after allegedly going against the palace rule, an act that prompted her to leave the marriage and run away from the palace to Lagos in April of 2021. After her release from the cell, Queen Damilola, in a post shared on her Instagram on Sunday, 31st October 2021, apologies to the monarch, stating that frustration and some friends had misled her to leave the palace. Dami added that some things are not more evident to her, and she's sorry for dragging the royal family in the mud. Queen Damilola begged the royal monarch to forgive her and accept her back into the palace. Amidst the public apology, the Alaafin of Oyo shunned her and failed to let her back into his palace, a man that has 18 wives. One strange woman will not be the one to bother him, only for her to show up after his death during the weekend yesterday with her mother and with her mother, and they were both disgraced out of the palace. She came with a disguise to mourn her late husband. This lover, who shared a video of the scene on Instagram moments ago, rather revealed thoughts. Queen Damilola of Oyo Kingdom and her mother disgraced out of the palace yesterday. Information reaching us at the headquarters says that as the king died, so one of his junior wife, when don't leave palace, come back to the palace to claim her own portion of property. Remember Queen Dami now? The lady when waka vex comot for palace and the nation contribute money for that time, come back to do public apology for Baba. I tell una say the public apology safe, they not still accept her back. Well, she was at the palace with her mother yesterday, and the matter was not all you could imagine, because she got more than she bargained for as they sent her out of the palace, dragging her and her mother out. The junior wives in the palace were left. One of the Baba people on all the junior wives came and drove her out, say she can't show face to collect her own part of the family portion property when she hears say her husband don't go. So this is what happened. Sadly, she was disgraced out of the palace. So, my wonderful people, this was what happened, and this is how the things roll. She came, and Dami was trying to lay claim to some things. A man that has 18 wives, you want to merry-go-round in those corridors. You have to know that the man has other matters that are befalling him, and you may not be part of what is disturbing his matter at the moment. So, I mean, uh, Dami quickly wants to associate with, the palace, and just quickly get herself acquainted for them to know that when you are counting 18, there's number 19 here. Oh, I'm one of them. Oh, by the way, she said she was misled by friends. She begged their laughing, who did not still respond. She could not return. However, she came back to the palace now saying, me, I'm a wife too now. Yeah, I'm a wife too. please, oh, don't count me out. Oh, me, I'm one of the wives. So, and is our husband that have died. Oh, this is what she was saying. That is, and guess what? She did not come alone. She came with her mother. And if you go and investigate, maybe her mother and Alaafin, it's her mother that is supposed to be. I don't know. I don't want to go into those corridors. Okay, she's Alaafin's wife. She's Alaafin's wife. It's not my business how old or how young or how old the person is. Anyway, she came to say, well, we are part of the wives. And whatever they want to share, they should share. And I don't think she has any child for Alafi. I don't know whatever she did. They said they locked her up in the cell. So they lock the wives in cell. If you misbehave, you see no. If you do any, you see any. So they locked her up in one of the cells over there in the palace. And by the time she was released, she just packed her bag and baggages. She left and she went straight to Lagos. She went straight to Lagos, and after some time, she apologized, made a public apology, begged Alaafin that she's really sorry. What happened was, she was being misled, and what have you. But Alaafin did not quite buy it. He didn't quite buy it, and was like, "What do you mean you were misled?" The man said, "He's too busy to even think about that. He's very busy." I'm talking about a man that has 18 wives. Including in those 18 wives, we have very young ones, very young ones like late 20s, early 30s. Fresh women. No time to waste. You're not saying that you have. I mean, the man is busy. Well, the man has, and according to by religion, he's a Muslim, and they will bury the body within a certain number of hours and time, and so within this time he had to be buried, and so she had to quickly come so she can be associated, counted, and then when property sharing time comes, she can get something. But as it stands, she may not get anything, because I don't know how rich Alafi is, but he's a very rich man. He's a very rich man. I don't know how rich, but every one of the wives is going to be getting something. And sadly, she may not get anything. Dami stands a loser in this matter. Unless, not just her mother now, maybe her kingsmen come to beg, but I don't know what they are coming to beg for. Because the man she's married to is no longer alive. So who she's coming to beg and why she's coming into the place may not, the definition and the reason may be very unclear, and everybody may not be really truly able to understand it. Leave us a comment.